Gerald Johnson here, Executive Vice President, Global Manufacturing for General Motors, and I'm standing outside of Factory Zero. On this competitive advantage, we're going to take a look inside, see what's going on. We're going to talk to Jim Quick, our Plant Executive Director, and I want you to go on the journey with us as we update where we are in bringing Factory Zero to life and a Hummer EV to a waiting customer. Come on inside with me. Jim, welcome to the competitive advantage.
Thanks, Gerald. Appreciate the opportunity.
So what is happening here at Factory Zero?
Back in the beginning of 2020, we announced an unprecedented single investment of $2.2 billion, the largest of any single investment we've ever done, to transform Detroit-Hamtramck into Detroit-Hamtramck Factory Zero, our first fully dedicated all-electric vehicle assembly plant with contiguous battery assembly. The plant straddles both the cities, as you know. The Factory Zero piece of it represents really who we are and what the future is. We're committed to an all-electric future at General Motors. This is really the launching pad for that vision and the flagship for a multi-brand EV strategy. We've got the best and most advanced capable technology, Internet of Things, if you will, to build the highest quality vehicles with safety first. Whether it's job pacing screens for high takt time operations like you might see here in General Assembly, wireless tools, wireless tethering capability, AGC, automatic guided vehicle capability on the floor for material or sub-assemblies. It's all connected here, and it's all the latest and greatest. On top of that, as you know, we've taken the place down to the studs. So there isn't one area in this plant that we haven't touched. And in doing so, what I would tell you is that we had certainly sustainability in mind, Gerald. Everything that we took out, we tried to reuse. And I'm happy to say that we've been very successful in that.
And not just here, but across General Motors, we've been
across
reusing.
The enterprise. Absolutely. If we couldn't use it here, we said, well, who could use it? Things like redoing a surface of a floor. What can we use that crushed concrete for, not just put it in a landfill? So it's been an exciting journey so far. I call it an opportunity of a career.
So real quick, who's Jim Quick?
I'm proud to say that I started with the company almost 30 years ago as a team member on the assembly line, as you know, Gerald. I've had the opportunity to work across the enterprise throughout the world with GM, with some international assignments. I'd say most recently what really prepared me for this opportunity, my role at Orion in building autonomous vehicles and building the all-electric Bolt and launching that, really prepared me for what we're doing here, and then taking that next step, if you will, into our EV future.
When you came here, and obviously we're starting from, like you said, zero, what's going to be different? What's different from what we're doing now, or what you're doing now here, and what you were doing just a year or so ago at Orion?
I guess the major difference is that this is our first venture to build a truck. I would tell you that we're flexing our full might and our muscle and our capabilities around pioneering that new technology, around pioneering the new processes that you see that we're developing around us right now.
But this is different because it's going to be built on the Ultium platform.
That's right.
And the Ultium platform is the basis or foundation for our EV portfolio.
It is.
This is a great mixture of product and process. One of GM's core behaviors is one team. How has one team showed up here at Factory Zero, from you're working with Josh and the product team, to working with Mike Plater, the chairman here of the UAW, to welcoming the employees back here to Factory Zero?
We've got a fantastic team to start with. We've got second, third generation people here at the plant that we're bringing back. They're excited to come back, that believe in an all-electric future. We're bringing everybody along with us. At the end of the day, we'll have 2,200 fantastic manufacturing jobs right here at Factory Zero available. That's going to help us continue to build that vision.
So if you were going to use, I'll say one word, but maybe I'll give you a sentence to describe the culture you're trying to build here, what would that be?
We find ourselves in an amazing period right now, Gerald, and I call it an opportunity of a career, but it really is, brave initiative, I'll call it. I mean, we're all in, and you referenced the relationship with Mike and the UAW here has been fantastic, and we wouldn't be able to do that unless we were doing it together.
You told me the story about why you thought Factory Zero was the right name. Would you share that one more time?
So the story goes a little like this. We spent 2 days talking about culture, the engagement, what that needs to look like, what people want to feel when they come back. And what came out of that was that we want people to not forget their roots in Detroit Hamtramck, but we want people to attach themselves to what the vision and the future is of General Motors. And that's 000. So we dubbed ourselves for a time the new Factory One, but then one of my staff members said, what if we called ourselves Factory Zero? And it just seemed to work.
Talk to me about how the program is progressing, and are we going to be ready and when?
So by the end of the year, we'll be building GMC Hummer EV super trucks, and we're excited about that. We're on time, we're on schedule. The product looks fantastic. You can see one of our trim bodies here in the background. And then subsequently, as you mentioned, we announced the SUV version of the Hummer EV. And we're super excited about being part of the Silverado family, I gotta tell you. And then of course, that opportunity, as you mentioned, for us to build the fully autonomous Cruise Origin purpose-built shared vehicle.
I really like the point that you made. We're not just doing an all-new vehicle, we're doing it in an all-new way.
So here this month, we're gonna be bringing back a sizable number of people that were here with us and stuck it out through 2020 when the last Impala rolled off the line. So we're excited to be bringing back that next group that will help bring this to life. We're focused on creating a fantastic moment with them and then bringing them into the Factory Zero family, leveraging their ideas, making sure they're included, making sure that they feel a sense of what we want at every facility, what we drive for, and that what they know and what they can do matters.
What would you say to the GM employee who's going to be invited to come back to be a part of Factory Zero?
What I would first tell them is thank you. Thank you and welcome back. We're building something very special here, Gerald. I want people to know that and then give it a chance, and then I think they'll see how special it is.
A lot of that commitment comes from manufacturing, obviously, to be all on renewable energy in the US by 2030 and globally by 2035.
Yeah.
How's renewable energy playing out in the facility that we're starting up here at Factory Zero?
Yeah, so we've designed this facility with that initiative in mind. As we stand right now, we've got a very sizable solar array here on site, well over 500 kilowatts capability. I talked about reuse and not putting stuff in the landfill and making sure that we're looking at every single item. Can it be reused? How can it be reused? Whether it's a piece of machine tool and equipment, or whether it's concrete on the floor or steel in the roof.
What would you say to the customer who signed up, I don't know, maybe 6-7 months ago now, about what they can expect in maybe 6 or 7 months when that vehicle is showing up at their doorstep?
The decision that you made to sign up and get your order in, that excitement that you had at that time when you saw the reveal and said, I gotta have one of those, multiply that by 1,000 when you get delivery of it and you experience that. This vehicle is amazing. It's amazing beyond your wildest dreams. And thank you for the pre-order. And I look forward to the fantastic feedback that we're going to get from all the customers on what's been developed and built right here at Factory Zero.
So that's it for the competitive advantage. We want to help you understand the journey that we're taking here at Factory Zero. Jim Quick, I thank you for the time.
Thank you, Gerald.
You know you have the backing of the organization behind you. We're excited about what you're doing, and I can't wait to see that first Hummer rolling offline. Thanks again. That's our journey, Factory Zero.